Hello, I am the Dungeon Tutor. Welcome. Since 2016, I've been answering your questions, giving advice and inspiration to countless gamers. Here, you can ask questions in the comments and get your own videos as an answer. So I encourage you, enjoy by all means. But come back to visit with your friend, the Dungeon Tutor. Hello, my friends. I'm the Dungeon Tutor. Welcome. Today is RPGaDay 2025, Day 31, the final day. Don't worry, I'll still keep making videos. This is not the end for the Dungeon Tutor. I promise this time. Last year I took almost an entire year-long hiatus with only 1 or 2 videos uploaded here and there. This is not going to be the case this time. Your reward, in a way, is I woke up again. I am going to be making more videos because, God, there's a need for it. There are so many people coming into the role-playing game world and the sphere and getting bombarded all over with not always the most useful help and not always getting their needs addressed. So I want to be that for people. So therefore, the Dungeon Tutor is here to stay. And ready to take your questions, ready to take your suggestions and things. I've already got some excellent ones that will be forging ahead and meeting as we go. So thank you once more. Thank you for all the people who have been commenting through RPGaDay. You have been fantastic. I appreciate all of you. I love my viewers and subscribers, and I love the folks who actually want to engage and build something better with me. So hats off to you. Thank you very much. And also to dispel the illusion, yes, my hairline is receding a little bit, but not all YouTubers who wear hats are bald. I've heard that assessment that I must be follically challenged, and no, I'm just a 50-year-old man. So, I like hats, that's all. But the topic for today is reward. And ultimately, it's a good time to look back at the almost 40 years I've been playing role-playing games, quite honestly, or having a hand in role-playing games in one way, shape, or form. So I thought it would be a good time to look back at the rewards for gaming. And I'm not just talking about advancements in character, which are certainly, it would be a neat thing to talk about what are the most rewarding games to play as far as watching your characters grow and develop. That would be kind of cool. But in this particular case, I'm going to take a little bit more personal view and look at my rewards for doing this and for, the years I spent playing games. Now, first of all, my rewards for RPGaDay, and there have been many. I launched my first YouTube channel, The Lair of Omnisci, in 2016. The first video I put up was August 1st, 2016, because it was the first question for RPGaDay. It was me, an old desk behind me, a black tablecloth as a backdrop, similar to the black tablecloth I've got back up there now. Probably is the same one, honestly. But it was me talking to the camera, just like I'm doing now. I was almost 10 years younger. Certainly looked a bit different, that's for sure. I had a much bushier beard back then. Honestly, the beard is what inspired my character of Omnisci. I wanted to be this kind of neck beard with a black turtleneck. That hasn't changed. Same black turtleneck, as a matter of fact. I think I fill it out pretty good. Now, I'm starting to lose a little bit, so I'm getting back into it. But it was me, again, short 5-minute video, I think, just talking about whatever the topic was. You can still see it. All my videos are on the Lair of Omnisci on YouTube, so if you want to look that up, feel free. You'll see me, and through the years that I did that channel, you can see me changing. Shortening my beard, growing it out, but never losing the passion of talking about role-playing games with other people who like role-playing games. I've always loved the idea of founding a community where people can talk about games and give me a topic, and I can throw something out there, and that builds to somebody else thinking something else, and we can discuss that, and wanting to really grow a group together that really does love this aspect of gaming. And I dreamed that I would have responsive people who would relish the idea of getting in and talking with me and maybe inspiring me to make more videos, maybe themselves making video responses, maybe, you know, connecting people going, you know, yeah, that's some good ideas, and pushing towards other things that build greater and greater creativity. Through the time that I did that, I myself fell in with my friends from GUI Cube out in Colorado, and through them I was published for the first time with my adventure, the Strangely GUI Holiday, which you can still get off their website. It's quite fun. But I've changed quite a bit in that time. Obviously got grayer. Yeah, a lot grayer. I've earned these gray hairs. The old body didn't always work the same way. That's true too. But one thing that I can say for sure in all that time is that I've grown in confidence. I've grown in experience. I am a better game master now than even I was back then. And I was pretty darn good back then too. But now I understand so many more things about gaming that this channel, and giving honest, deliberate criticism and consideration, I've grown tremendously as a gamer. I'm not saying starting up a YouTube channel is for everybody. I'm not. But I am never going to regret having done Lair of Omnici and now Dungeon Tutor. Dungeon Tutor clings closer to the concept that I had back in the day, where I just really wanted to help people who were interested in games and had questions. That's ultimately always been the #1 thing I've wanted to do in my YouTube channels. Find needs, address the needs, and make videos that everybody can enjoy, maybe being entertained, but maybe being inspired, maybe learning and getting new tips and tricks and tools for their toolbox. Absolutely. Game masters and players alike. Obviously, a lot of it is focused on game masters. They have the most challenging part of this, but I've done plenty of things, pro players as well. And I think, in general, I've made a tiny little bit of a mark. I do wonder sometimes what would have happened if I'd have just stuck to the Dungeon Tutor all the way back in 2016, where I'd be today. Because the Lair of Omnici had a lot of interesting, to me, little rabbit holes I let myself drift into. I did a kind of an interactive video series called, what was it called? Omnis Quest? Can't remember. But I acted out as a character, and I let people make the decisions for that character and then acted out that next step. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of different video series that I enjoyed. One of the biggest things that I did was when I was playing games, I would actually record audio blogs every time about what happened in those games. It was called my State of the Dungeon. And it was the thing I've got the most videos on. That's why I have over 500 videos on that channel. And it was sometimes pretty exhaustive, all the details that I went into. So if you're ever curious and want to hear about the playthroughs that I've done, I know some people want to see me do a live play. And I don't know about that. And I will do a video about my choices for live plays and not. I'll give you a hint. Part of it is laziness. That does take quite a bit of work to do. But yeah, there are serious and concrete reasons. But I have always been interested in entertaining from my days when I was on, when I do live theatrical performances. Love doing that, by the way. I really wish I could keep doing that, but that's just not happening. And also, I think, too, that games and game concepts excite me a lot. Intellectually, I find myself stimulated by the ideas of creating a virtual reality of imagination that you share with your friends. And all of the different things that go into that, I think is so cool. Still do to this day, otherwise I wouldn't be so passionate. But this video channel, and in its own way, RPGaDay, has really helped me to reach out, grow my viewer base, because I'm not going to die. Every time I do these, I get more people interested. The algorithm pops me into somebody's channel because somebody else liked an RPGaDay. There's enough content that if you liked something that's hashtag RPGaDay, my video might get suggested to you. That's just how the algorithm works, and when that works, it's great. I love being able to reach out to people who've never seen me in person. And now, all of a sudden, I've got people who are like, hey, you're Dungeon Tutor, aren't you? Yes, I am. And we can have a little conversation, which is great. But it also does mean that I'm reaching for greater things. And I am this time dedicated to Dungeon Tutor. I'm going to keep doing Dungeon Tutor videos, and I'm going to see what we can do. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen some channels out there that don't work nearly as hard as I do. And I'm not saying I work tremendously hard or have great technical acumen. I don't. I like to do one-shot videos where I talk in front of the camera on a topic and hopefully engage my audience. That's certainly what I feel my contribution to this whole thing can be. I can do more, and I will do more in certain videos, but still, that is my gift to everybody. I don't talk in front of a green screen. I use practical effects, and it's just me, what I know, what I think. But if people seem to like it enough, and it is my hope that I'll reach out to more and more people, and eventually we'll see what we can do. But I can't do it without you. And I do appreciate you who joined me for this ride. It's been a ride. 31 days is a lot. It does feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders September. Like all of a sudden I don't have to do these videos every day. But at the same time, I am going to miss it a little bit. So instead, I've got to console myself with making more and good videos about role-playing games in general. I can't wait this year. My focus is going to be on non-Dungeons & Dragons games. And I'll tell you right now, I've got a doozy of a game to talk about. It may be one that you might have heard of. You might have not heard about this game. The next one I intend to talk about is called Troika, and it is an insane game. Absolutely mad. And I can't wait to delve into that with you. And if you have any games that you want me to talk about, or any aspect of gaming you want me to talk about, I'm here for you. The major thing that I remember topically tackling was when Wizards of the Coast screwed up in the beginning of 2023. I did that on my main page, and I think I did a video or two for Dungeon Tutor. It needed to be highlighted, and we did. But going forward, there's going to be more. There's always going to be more. And it's interesting and fascinating at the same time if you really care about this hobby. I do. I'm sure you can tell that by just the way I talk and who I am. But I do hope that you yourself have some spark of ownership over this hobby like I do, and feel that we ourselves have grown this hobby to what it is, and that it'll continue to get better and better and better the more of us that come into it and bring our own special gifts and talents to the table. Something that everybody can share and get inspired by and get a love for the game like I do. And if you do that, then I'm pretty sure that I'll see you again in more videos. I certainly hope that I have earned your interest, and that if you've not already subscribed to me, please consider, just so I know you're there, and I value you, certainly. It is a dream of mine to talk one day to thousands of people, and to connect with you in a way that we can talk about games together and build a positive community. Family friendly, always, that we can discuss what really matters, and that is a love of a hobby where it doesn't cost us a tremendous amount, just time, companionship, and discovering new wonderful games together, and having great experiences with people around you that maybe nobody else will ever get to share, which makes it just that much more precious. That's what I hope for you. So, until that next video, and I hope to see you in another one, I really do. Between then and now, I hope that you, yes, you, get a chance to roll some dice, play some games, have some fun. Stay safe out there, my friends. Until that next time, farewell.